It's Girl Therapy. So I'm so sorry that you've been going through this, and apologies. I posted a video and unfortunately the sound cut out halfway through because I received a phone call and I didn't even realize it. So basically the gist is this. I met with my doctors. They reviewed my MRIs, my CT scans. They reviewed all of my imaging from my spine, my neck, my head, the whole nine. Nothing showed any structural problems outside of the compression in my neck. My working theory is that basically I could have been born with it. That's what the doctors were kind of like, you could have just had this since birth and never had a problem with it. And my working theory is that I actually exacerbated it because of yoga positions that I was doing. When we were home in 2020 and I was taking classes online, I had already had a shoulder irritation on the right hand side, and I was pressing way too far down into downward dog. And I was not utilizing my back muscles. I was doing it all from here, which is really, really just not good for you. But because I was home and because I was just I gotta relieve some stress, that's the way that this went. But I noticed when I started doing shoulder stands, which is a pose that I loved. I had the strength for a shoulder stand, but during 2020, when I would do a shoulder stand at home or when I would do a plow pose, I noticed that when I would come out of the pose, so when you'd actually roll down your back, I would start getting a weird sensation in my neck. My vision would start to go out. I would actually get tingling down my back, and I just ignored it, and I just kept doing it, which you're not supposed to do. And I then eventually just stopped doing those poses altogether because my compression is that. When my chin is to my chest, if I am doing, which I have not done in years now, if I was doing a shoulder stand, or if I'm doing a crunch, if I'm doing anything where I'm curled forward, if I look down when someone's cutting my hair for longer than a minute, I am real iffy on the entire thing. It's not to say that it was the cause, but it could certainly have exacerbated a pre-existing condition. I also had a lot of medical stuff happen within a short span, so it could have just popped up or been exacerbated because of me having COVID 3 times, because of me having COVID/mono, who knows, the first time, and POTS. There's a lot going on in this body that could have just brought it to light. It doesn't necessarily mean it was the cause of it. As my doctor said, I could have been born with it, but Dr. Peter Constantino at Brain and Spine Surgeons of New York was excellent. He truly went through all of my imaging. He was the one that had me get re-imaged to find the compression because the previous imaging did not actually show it. He was the one who looked at the entirety of my physical self to say what are the root causes. It's just happened that for me there was no other thing going on that would link the two together.